you can see that Yoga Sutras and Sankhya, terminologies of Sankhya, it'll all be, you can see the table of content here. View, document, outline. Okay, you just have to view, show document outline. That will not happen if I have shared it as view. For some reason, they won't give the document outline feature for the view only privileged documents. So what you would want to do, make a copy of this for yourself in your own folder. Have all these as your own copies. Then view document outline. It's so easy to just go click and go to the right section. By the way, people who want printouts, we are getting ready. We finished all the manual pictures thanks to Indra and his daughter. They helped us. So we have the pictures ready, and pretty much by next week we'll be printing the manual, and along with that we'll be printing all these documents also. And please send me email asking for the hard copies, otherwise I'll expect that you are like Sriram using your fantastic screens. Okay. Yoga Sutra, I'm going to ask you about history of Yoga Sutras and other philosophies, like what are the darshanas, right? And what are the different commentators that are there. Even if you have to just mug up and memorize and write, no problem. Go ahead and do that. And what is Nyaya, what is Vaisheshika, everything from this document is going to be there. We expect you to read. This will be discussed again and again, various times. So, but then start with reading. Even if you don't understand everything, it's okay. Do some Google and find out. If you don't know what is Nyaya, there's some simple stuff written here, but you can always Google for more information. Okay? And even if you just memorize and say it's a system of epistemology. What is Pramana theory? What is epistemology? Just do a Google and find out what that is. Okay, for now. We will come to it again and again. Swami Bodhananda will be here, attend his lectures, Raghuramji will be there. So please be attending these things. By the way, I also shared the student handbook. It has all the information of what all on top of this you have to do. These contact hours are 20% of what the 800 hours, this is an 800-hour course. I mean, for some of you, it's 300-hour course. It doesn't matter. It's still, this is not enough. That's why we have laid the framework. We have put the entire workshops, how many workshops you're supposed to take, how many satsangs you're supposed to take, because they're all part of the curriculum, and we cannot bring all of them into this system of weekend with a set calendar. We cannot, because Swami Bodhananda comes when he is available, and that calendar will be published to us but only about 2 months earlier. So we cannot set all these dates. Raghuramji's calendar is still not set. So what do you expect us to do? That's why all these is sort of a very loosey-goosey calendar, because the calendar doesn't even set beforehand. You understand, right? That is why all those requirements are put as part of the 800 hours, and we expect you to complete all of that. And you may, if you're not able to attend this year, we understand, take it next year, next workshop when it comes. But we cannot say, well, sorry, calendar is not published, so this course is just loosey-goosey and all. Don't blame us like that. Unfortunately, we cannot do more than that. And yeah, we can arrange everything as online lectures from wherever they are, but the effectiveness is definitely not going to be there unless you go there and listen to it. And another announcement, November 10th is our Hinduism and Buddhism side by side. You will experience a meditation in Hindu it's kind of funny. It's not they are not even two different systems. It's just the same thing. But you will see that there is a Tantric style meditation and there is a Buddhist style meditation. Whatever sect of Buddhism Swami Bhikkhu Sangasena comes from, and then you will taste both the meditation techniques, and then you will hear from them what is the principle, yogic principle as per their tradition, whatever tradition. It's sampradaya more than a different religion. It's not a different religion. We don't see it that way, Buddhism for that matter. So November 10th is an important session if you would like to experience that. And then November 30th, that is Friday evening, we have got time from Geeta, that is Swamiji's disciple, host, who manages the calendar for Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Because we missed Patanjali Yoga Sutras on November 10th, that is when we wanted to do, but because of this other event, we have moved it to November 30th. So mark the calendar for that. It's a Friday evening. Yeah, because we get Thanksgiving in between and all kinds of things like that. And his calendar gets booked before he even as soon as she announces the arrival or the calendar schedule of his visit, already things are booked. So that's how it is. So November 30th, Friday evening, 5 to 8 or some such thing we'll arrange. Please go to work early, come back and just straight away come here. We'll provide dinner for you. Okay? That is the...
What time?
I find it. And on the 7th is at the 10th. What time is 10th evening?
10th morning, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday morning.
The student handbook link that you sent, it's taking you to a Excel sheet.
Yeah.
Really?
And I thought it's just my problem.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Then I probably shared the wrong file. I'll take a look at that then. Nobody replied.
I thought I would call.
This
Because people are telling me that's a spreadsheet. Yeah, I thought it's only my problem.
Okay. All right. You should always write to me when you see that. Okay.
Ashwini, what is the location for the November 30th?
We have mostly center. Okay. Unfortunately.
Ashwini, what time is 10th event? 10th.
10th is in Milpitas, morning 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. followed by lunch.
8
Hmm? 8 a.m. Sorry. 8 a.m. to
The 10th is 8
Yeah.
to
8 a.m. to 2. 1 p.m. followed by lunch. Okay, so Patanjali Yoga Sutras, am I clear? So there will be an assignment coming. Please go through these, and some of the sutras are already covered and more will be covered again on Wednesday. And now today we'll be doing the chanting also, so you are getting all of that, and that familiarity is important before November 30th so that we can ask questions and we can learn better. If you go and sit in front of Swamiji like it is French and Latin, then you will not really learn a whole lot. He's going to assume a lot of things. So it's good to have that background before going there. Otherwise, he will have to bring it down and then it's like starting from fresh. So we don't want to do that. And if he sees that the crowd is not asking good enough questions and they are simply lost and things like that, he will lose the motivation and he will start talking very basic, which also is a underutilization of his jnana, right? Knowledge. So please be informed before you go and attend his lecture. It's like any guru, right? You go to a guru with good questions, then you learn more. It's always questions. Indian system of learning, especially spiritual learning, is all about your inquisitiveness that brings the knowledge. Otherwise, they are not that keen to share anything. They are not here to give you lecture and move on like a college professor, or to show off their talent and so let me speak high things. No, they are not. They are sitting there as a available for you. And if you are not ready, then they won't also give you. So please understand that. Okay, so the quiz will come. Definition of a sutra, then Sankhya and their different ontological factors in Sankhya system of learning. What are those? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, all these things. Pancha Mahabhutas, Tanmatras. What are they? What does that mean? So please just simply go through that. Again, nothing to worry if you don't understand, but know it like as a fact. Oh, there are 5 Pancha Mahabhutas, earth, element, and so forth, so forth. That's all. To that extent, if you understand also, that's good enough. Then as we continue, you will know their meaning much better. Okay, Purusha and Prakriti, what does that mean? And there is a diagram here, study that. And then keeping summary of Yoga Sutras, what are the different padas and what are the meanings of that and a simple gist of that. is given here, and then definition of yoga, definitely, right? You should be able to say that. And 5 states of mind, what are those? And yogas chitta vritti nirodha, of course. And then tada drashtaru swarupi avasthanam, mind and thoughts, what are the different modes of learning, pramana, then that is pratyaksha, anumana and agama. Those are the 3 ways of learning, the right knowledge, wrong knowledge, erroneous knowledge and all whatnot. So if you would like, maybe next session you may want to like revise the whole thing one more time, and you can ask questions. Read before attending the next session of Sri Ram's Wednesday class, okay? So please read. And then what is avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha? To that extent.
Mine is Wednesday class.
Wednesday morning 6 a.m.
6 to 7 morning class.
Yeah, so it can be an interactive session, but we want you reading before coming.
But that is a pranayama session.
This one?
No, last session was Sri Ram's PYS.
So this document, the whole thing?
You are going to share where
Yeah,
to
that
read
is
this
the
one?
document I thought
Yes,
is
it
shared,
can be
not
shared.
shared?
No.
Is it in the handout and notes?
Yeah, it's there. I'll be
It's
able
there.
to.
It's there.
Yes.
If you ever visited that.
Which one?
It's in there under students folder. There is a manual and there is handout and notes. Okay, don't forget to go home and browse through the whole folder. You will see what all is placed there. As we are studying, we are putting those the documents in that folder. Okay, so there will also, so this week we'll be posting the Patanjali Yoga Sutra assignment. Next week we'll also be posting the anatomy of endocrine system and the nervous system. That is another thing that is we are taking to logical conclusion, because we are left with what, 3 weekends now? That's it, right? So we have tons to do in those 3 weekends. So we'll be giving a whole bunch of homework before we send. And then when we meet in January, the level that we just simply talked about, introduction, this, that, then we'll assume that you know, and it will be the next step. In fact, all these techniques that we are teaching also, like the classes, the yoga classes, that is, yoga session in the morning, those techniques also we expect you to follow and practice in the morning. And then we'll take it to the next level. And you are required to also teach some of these things, because it's a teacher training as well. And one other thing is teaching methodology, which we haven't focused yet this time. Next time even that will be focused. So the manual becomes very important, how to even give instructions, the way today Sri Ramji's class, it's like you can close your eyes and follow, that kind. Indra's class, same thing, you know, that is how you are required to teach. So we'll have these partners teach as well to each other and give the comments. Unfortunately, we cannot do the group sessions because we need 3-4 rooms and whatnot. But then we will still be evaluating, after this is all done, we will be evaluating your classes and giving comments on those things. Okay? All right. So, up to obstacles. Okay? Up to symptoms of the disturbed mind also has been covered. Up to that point. Then techniques in Patanjali Yoga Sutras will do the next assignment. Up to symptoms of disturbed mind. Okay? Obstacles in practicing yoga, symptoms of disturbed mind. There are words used, but I'm not even using any Sanskrit words. I'm just simply saying in English, because that's easy for you to understand, at least for now. Symptoms of disturbed mind. What are the 5 states of mind? What are the symptoms of disturbed mind? What is the solution? Of course, yoga. What is the definition of yoga? And what are the obstacles in practicing yoga, or in growing in yoga? Okay, so these are the ones. Now next, coming to Bhagavad Gita.